Good afternoon everyone, today we're looking at the Bering watch brand. So let's get right onto it, shall we? So looking at the box, initial look at the boxes, it's got these little sticky labels on the side just so it holds that lid down. But it's a simple white line textured box with a nice lift off lid with these labels to keep it in place. Let's have a little look inside. Yeah, let's get right onto it. Very well compacted and a nice cushion as well to go with it. So here we go guys, this is the Bering Solar 1643 33mm. So the Bering brand comes from Denmark. It's not a Chinese brand, but they do use China as a manufacturer for their components. Just a little bit about this watch. Retails at £90, weighs just under 100 grams, so it weighs about 80. It actually weighs 81 grams, and operates on a solar quartz movement. The solar component of this, if you were to leave this watch in the dark for a certain amount of time, it'll store charge from 6 to 12 months, so it'll work on one charge for that long. Got a 33mm case diameter in terms of going across here, and a 44 case length essentially, and an 8mm case thickness. So it's not a very thick watch, not a very heavy watch either. So looking at the face, we've got a jet black style outer ring here with those fully luminous number system going around the increments, and a nice sort of old-fashioned style lined effect in the middle with a nice orange hand as well. Follows the same sort of style as an old-fashioned Seiko Tiger Eye. I've done a review of that as well. Check that out on my channel if you get a chance. The glass going on the top is a full sapphire crystal with a curved gradient to it. Fully luminous hands as well, with a stainless steel detailing around the outside, and a nice orange second hand just to add a nice bit of contrast to the face of the watch. Lines up nicely with the increments as well, that second hand. We've also got a tiny little date dial next to the 3 PM. Coming around to the casing. No bezel, but it's just a full jet black stainless steel curved style case with a full chrome effect going around the side. Angles inwards as well, this casing, rather than just being a fixed plate on your hand. So, coming around to the... Actually, let's have a look at the crown movement first before we move on to the back. A nice, strong movement to the crown movement there. Sometimes they can be quite flimsy, so if you turn them a little bit, the hands start flying around. This one's not like that. It's nice and strong. Let's have a look at the date dial movement. See how that goes. We've got a nice turning movement to that as well. It's only a tiny one, so that's the problem. You probably will need to have good eyesight to be able to see that. Let's go around the back. So look at the back plate. We've got a nice globe there on the back with that Bering print. Just a little bit of information about the water resistance and stuff like that. So water resistant to 3 ATM. Come down to the strap. We've got a mesh style strap. This is not often seen anymore, but often some brands like to revisit that style and have a mesh strap put on their watches, like so. Often, like for example, a Q Timex reissue Sprite, done a review of that as well. That's got a similar sort of style strap that has to be adjusted with little tiny screwdrivers in here, as you can see, to be able to remove that strap. But the strap doesn't need to if you want to remove that strap, obviously you have to change that. You don't need any sort of tools to be able to adjust the actual how the strap fits you. I can show you in a second how we would do that. So it's a full mesh style strap with a 20mm at the actual casing here. Full mesh stainless steel strap. So coming down to the actual clasp, we call it an adjusting clasp system. you simply just fold it, so it's got a lined effect, no print with the bearing at all there. So you just need to lift that up. And there's another plate underneath that allows you to, you might need a tool for this actually. You have a little tool in here that just flicks open and you can then adjust it based on how you want to fit on your wrist. Yes, just a little tool, slot that in there, lift that up, and then you can adjust it from there. But it's got a nice clicking down mechanism on that. Some of the old-fashioned ones just used to slide back in place. But there we go, guys. That is the Bering Solar 16433, the 327 variant.